Arizona desert, early morning. Retired mechanic Frank Miller, 72, is walking his dog Rex near his remote cabin when they stumble upon a smoking metallic pod half buried in the sand. Key points. Frank examines the strange craft with the same curiosity. He'd show a broken-down car. The pod opens, revealing a dying blue-skinned alien, Keth, inside. Instead of panic, Frank simply says, "Well, figured you folks would show up eventually." He drags Keth inside his workshop. Treating the situation like helping an injured neighbor, Frank starts patching up the alien with basic first aid and mechanical know-how character development. Establish Frank is practical, unflappable, and surprisingly prepared. Show his military background through old photos and disciplined routine. Hint at his extensive reading habits, sci-fi books scattered around. Tone, matter of fact, slightly humorous. Frank's calm reaction contrasts sharply with doubly plot progression. Keth regains consciousness and attempts to communicate through broken English and gestures. Frank learns Keth is a scout from a dying ship in orbit, poisoned by Earth's atmosphere. While Keth expects fear or worship, Frank offers him coffee and asks practical questions. Frank jury-rigs a basic air filter using his workshop tools and understanding of Keth's biology. He contacts his old army buddy Tom via radio, casually mentioning he found a visitor. Human ingenuity moments. Frank uses car parts and household items to create a life support system. His mechanical knowledge translates surprisingly well to alien technology. Shows human adaptability and problem solving. Under pressure relationship building. Keth is amazed by Frank's calm acceptance and practical help. Frank treats the alien with the same respect he'd show any stranded traveler. Cultural exchange begins over shared meals and simple conversations. Escalation. Tom arrives with supplies. Equally unsurprised, Frank always said they were out there. Keth reveals his species, the Vorn, are fleeing a galactic war with aggressive conquerors. His ship carries refugees, but is dying in Earth's orbit. Government satellites detect the alien vessel. Military mobilization begins. Human resourcefulness. Frank and Tom devise a plan to help repair Keth's ship using salvaged electronics. They modify Earth technology to be compatible with foreign systems. Local retired engineers and mechanics join the effort after Frank's radio calls growing tension. Military helicopters appear on the horizon. Frank must choose between hiding Keth or trusting authorities. Keth warns that his people's enemies might be following their trail. HFY elements. Humans. Immediately organized to help without expecting reward. Earth's primitive technology proves surprisingly adaptable. Frank's generation shows wisdom and preparedness younger people lack. Max building. Military surrounds Frank's property, but he negotiates directly with the commanding officer. Frank's reputation as a decorated veteran earns him initial trust. A dying Vorn ship begins falling toward Earth, endangering both species. Heroic human actions. Frank convinces military to launch an emergency rescue mission using his modified technology. They establish communication with the Vorn ship. Human engineers work alongside Vorn technicians to stabilize the vessel. Character growth. Keth realizes humans aren't primitive, but differently evolved. He sees human courage, sacrifice, and ingenuity under pressure. Frank emerges as an unlikely diplomat between species. Action sequence. Desperate repair mission. As the ship breaks apart in atmosphere, humans and Vorn working together against time. Frank's modifications prove crucial to saving both species. Resolution. The Vorn ship is saved and makes controlled landing in the desert. First official contact between humanity and alien refugees. Frank becomes unofficial ambassador, still treating it like helping neighbors. Revelation of human uniqueness. Keth explains that most species either worship or fear first contact. Humans' practical acceptance and immediate help is unprecedented. Earth's chaotic but creative approach to problems impresses the Vorn looking forward. Vorn share advanced medical technology and gratitude humans offer Earth as a refuge while helping plan their species' future. Frank returns to his simple life, now with alien friends dropping by for coffee. Final HFY moment. Other alien species arrive. Drawn by reports of human kindness, Earth becomes a hub for refugees and cooperation. Frank's workshop becomes an unlikely center of interspecies relations. Ending. Frank sitting on his porch with Rex, watching alien ships land routinely. He tips his hat to passing Vorn neighbors and mutters, "Always knew the universe was bigger than just us." Final shot of his bookshelf, now containing both human sci-fi and alien technical manuals that readers expect.